Let's go back to verse 1, that phrase in the 30th year. And verse 3 explicitly calls him Ezekiel the priest. Why highlight his age 30 and his priestly role right at the start?
Because age 30 was the age. According to the law of Moses, that was a specific age when a priest was eligible to begin his full active service in the temple in Jerusalem.
Ah, okay, so he'd been taken captive 4 years earlier.
Right, probably around age 26. He would have spent his entire young adult life in rigorous training, learning the complex laws, the rituals, the sacrifices, all preparing for this moment, his 30th birthday, the start of his sacred career.
And he reaches that milestone, not in the Holy Temple, but in exile, by an irrigation ditch, knowing the temple itself was doomed. His entire life's preparation, his career path, just gone, seemingly stolen.
It must have felt like a devastating loss, a complete dead end. But of course, God had other plans. The Lord was preparing him not for the priestly service he expected, but for a different, arguably even greater service, being God's prophetic voice to the exiles.
And that priestly training wasn't wasted, was it?
Yeah.
It actually became essential for his prophetic work.
Absolutely critical. Think about the later parts of his book, especially chapters 40 to 48, where he describes the vision of the future temple in minute detail, the measurements, the gates, the chambers, the specific sacrificial procedures.
Who better to understand and convey that than someone trained as a priest?
Exactly. His deep knowledge of temple architecture, priestly duties, and sacrificial law, which might have seemed useless in exile, became the very foundation for communicating these profound future revelations. God repurposed his training.
That's such a powerful application for us, isn't it? We all go through periods of preparation, education, job training, life experiences that seem to point us towards a specific path, a specific role. Maybe you train as an accountant, a nurse, a soldier, even a pastor.
Right. We build expectations based on that training.
But Ezekiel's story reminds us that God might have a completely different plan. We have to be open to these radical detours, recognizing that the career we thought we were preparing for might just be the training ground for the ministry God actually intends for us.
That flexibility, that openness is so important. We can't cling too tightly to our own 5-year plans or our expectations of how God should use us. God uses all our experiences, even the disappointments, even the skills that seem irrelevant now. Sometimes he puts us way outside our comfort zone specifically so we learn to rely on him, not just our own training or abilities. If you're too focused on yesterday's plan, you might miss today's call.